much of my work, I engage in a lot of organizations that are more innovative, and they're more on the kind of missional side of the equation. But in one of our meetings, someone gave us a word, kind of a prophetic kind of word was given to us as a group of people. And I think this resonated deeply with me, and I think it's true, and I share it with you. The image here was that in the crossing of the Red Sea, if you can imagine this, what that would have meant as you go down into the ocean, and, I don't know how this is, but, you've got walls of water on either side. I mean, I don't know how deep it is, but let's assume something like 50 feet of water on either side. And you're walking down this, quivering, it must be quite scary. And the word that came to us was that, there was this figure in the front. Well, of course, Moses was the original kind of figure, but this was the Christ figure. And we were to focus ourselves on that person. And the challenge here was, I think the challenge that I think I issued to you: do not look to the left or to the right. If you look to the left, the right will cave in on you. If you look to the right, the left will cave in on you. And as you think about that, you think about how this works. That's exactly what's happened in our time. We've been weaponized by ideologies that are reductionist, that they take one aspect, which you can, it's funny that every heretic's got a verse of scripture or two or three, isn't it? Every one of them. Because there's an aspect you can also justify your beliefs through certain kind of selective readings of scripture. And so if you take the language of the left, right, the classic language there, what it does, it triggers the right. Because what you're doing is you're invoking the powers and principalities that are loaded up in all the ideologies of our day. If you take the language of the right, the left caves in on you because, you trigger them. And it's an impersonal kind of response, but it's actually demonic. And I think we all too easily participate in this by using the language that is the language of the powers. And I think this is a hugely significant problem. So I think the challenge again, I'd say over here, you got to just keep your eyes on Jesus. Speak Jesus' language. Don't use the language of the political powers, because as soon as you do that, it triggers the alternatives or the people that are opposed to you, and they've got you all worked out. And I think you got to keep them guessing a lot more. Like Jesus, you can't quite put in the box. And so stay close to Jesus. You can't go wrong if you become more like Jesus. You cannot go wrong. Stick close.